is a little bit personal to me. It's called Dangerous Worship. And this poem is literally, at the time that I wrote this, it was, just a brief part of my testimony. I was going through a state of depression. I used to cut myself. I tried committing suicide twice. And this poem, you know, after God healed me, after God broke all those chains of depression and put a constant joy in my heart, it was something that I needed to do because I felt like it needed to be shared. And this is how I share my life. Amen? Amen. It's called Dangerous Worship. Pouring out my heart, I hope you can feel it. Ink on the pages of your minds, don't smear it. I hope that you listen to these rhymes, so hear it. This is worship for the ones that are coherent. I'm not talking about the worship where you lift up hands, or the type of worship where you build castles on sand. I'm talking about the dangerous worship, you see, the one that happens behind closed doors, him and me, also better known as the intimacy. The relationship between the Father and the Son. Jesus paid the price, so my heart, it was won. And even though at times my heart, it would run to the finish line, I would always be outdone. The Father came and dressed me with a robe, purified my life and made me white as snow. Ring on my finger told me I'm not a sinner. Opposite of that, in His house I'm a winner. Sandals on my feet so I can keep a beat. This walk is for real men. Get out if you can't stand the heat. So now I'm living and partying in Father's house. No longer need the cheese, I leave that to the mouse. I was on the road to Damascus one day, and I saw a shining light and I heard Him say, why are you living your life this way? Persecuting me, now blind you will be. And this is how I felt when I was down in the gutter. Blind as a bat, that's how I became a cutter. The scales on my eyes, Jesus melted like butter. Now I'm standing here and I'm fully recovered. Speaking all these words and I will never stood to stutter. And I'm like a butterfly, my wings, I know that they will flutter. And through the courthouses I would fly. Until one day something caught my eye. A beautiful lady taking a shower. The lust my heart once again would devour. Married, fornication, and adultery. How can I expect anyone to trust me? And even I felt like I was unworthy. When He died on the cross, He told me I was holy. And these words I proclaim very boldly. No longer with a mask, I'm not living phony. Transparent as a glass, because Jesus is my homie. They offer me a drink and I tell them that's the old me. So now I'm ready to reach, ready to teach. Liberating souls, breaking chains with my speech. When I came to the Pharaoh, he told me no way, but Jesus backed me up and I know it's His way. No matter where I go, I find myself in this day and age, opening seas, Jesus always finds a way. At 25 years in the desert I circled. I didn't want to find a house, you could call me Urkel. Dehydrated, underrated, and a little frustrated is how I live my life. And it was getting kind of plain. Till Jesus told me I had to Kurt Cobain mean. The pride, the ego, it doesn't faze me. Look at me, I'm a new baby. The apple of His eye, He hears me when I cry. His rules and regulations no longer I defy. His love and most mercy no longer I deny. A warrior for Jesus Christ is how I am defined. And look out, world, I haven't even hit my prime. Transforming of the heart and renewing of the minds. The cobwebs in my heart no longer will reside. For the coal to a diamond, yes, I am refined. And this flow I'm spitting is one of a kind. It has nothing to do with me. Don't get confused, you see. Worship has nothing to do with me, but all about how He died on the cross for thee. So be like the tree that's planted by the river. Drink of His water and your leaves will never quiver. Call me an addict, because Papa didn't raise no quitter. More than a conqueror, that's how, more than just a sinner.
Amen.
Not scared anymore like the girl from Thriller. Ready to rumble like Thriller in Manila. Don't get it twisted, this ain't poetry. It's dangerous worship disguised with flowetry.
Amen.
So I flow like a butterfly, sting like a bee, hit him so fast that the enemy can't see. Stevie, wondering how I'm still standing after all those hits and all those blows. I tell them it's simple. In my heart, the answer is simply Christ. Amen.